Many times in life, we compare ourselves to others and wonder, why can't I be like them? This habit of comparison often makes us feel dissatisfied. In today's fast-paced world, with social media apps like TikTok and Instagram, this feeling has become even more common. So, this story is for those who feel unhappy with their lives and believe that others have it better. While listening to this story, we will also learn some new words. So, listen carefully until the end. One day, a crow was flying and landed on a tree branch. While resting there, he noticed a swan gliding gracefully across a nearby pond. The swan had bright white feathers, and some villagers gathered around to admire its beauty. The crow became curious and flew closer to the swan. However, as soon as the villagers noticed the crow, they waved their hands to shoo him away. Feeling unwelcome, the crow perched on another branch, but again, the villagers did not want him around and chased him off. Hurt and disappointed, the crow observed how people adored the swan for its elegant appearance, while no one paid attention to him. With a heavy heart, he left the village and flew deep into a forest. Sitting on a tree branch, he started crying and said to himself, "People dislike me because of my black feathers. If only I had white feathers like the swan, I would be happy too." An old crow passing by saw him crying and asked, "Why are you so sad, young one?" The crow sighed and replied, "I hate my black feathers. They are ugly and nobody likes me." The old crow smiled gently and said, "If you could look like any bird, which one would you choose?" Without hesitation, the crow answered, "I want to look like the swan. Everyone admires it." The old crow chuckled and said, "There is a magical spring deep in the forest. If you bathe in its water with a pure heart, you can change your appearance. But before that, why don't you ask the swan if it is truly happy?" The crow thought this was a good idea and immediately flew back to the pond. Upon reaching the swan, the crow asked, "Dear swan, you must be the happiest bird in the village. Your white feathers are so beautiful and everyone loves you. Are you truly happy?" The swan looked down and replied, "Thank you for your kind words, but I am not as happy as you think. People keep me as a pet and I cannot live freely. When I grow old, they may even use me for my meat. I don't know if I will be alive tomorrow." The crow was shocked. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The swan thought for a moment and said, "I believe parrots are the happiest. Their colorful feathers are more beautiful than mine, and people don't eat them." The crow thanked the swan and set off to find a parrot. After searching for some time, he spotted one sitting on a tree branch. "Dear parrot, your feathers are so vibrant and lovely. You must be the happiest bird," the crow said. The parrot sighed and replied, "My feathers are pretty, but because of them, people capture me and put me in cages. I spend my life locked up and I am always afraid." The crow felt even more confused. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The parrot replied, "The peacock must be the happiest bird. People admire its stunning feathers and treat it with great care." Determined to find the happiest bird, the crow flew to a zoo to meet a peacock. He saw the peacock spreading its colorful feathers while many visitors admired it. The crow eagerly said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Your feathers are breathtaking. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock looked at the crow and sighed. "No, my friend, I am not happy. People pluck my feathers and sell them, and it is painful. This happens over and over again. I wish I could live freely like you, flying wherever I please without anyone bothering me." Hearing this, the crow was taken aback. He realized he had been taking his freedom for granted. The crow thanked the peacock and flew back to the old crow. He said, "I don't want to be anyone else. I am happy being a crow." This story teaches us that everyone has their own struggles. Comparing ourselves to others only makes us unhappy. Instead, we should appreciate what we have. Remember, you are unique, and no one can be a better version of you than yourself. If this story taught you something valuable or helped you learn new words, don't forget to like and share your thoughts. See you in the next story, where we will continue learning together.